Welcome back to Winning Law. I'm attorney David Nguyen with offices in Houston, Texas. So in today's video, I'm going to share 5 recent mistakes that we have seen with the USCIS Immigration Office. So a lot of people, they call my office and they explain to me that they are planning on filing the case themselves. They're going to read up on the law. They're not going to make any mistakes whatsoever. And they expect immigration to be a very easy process. And this cannot be further from the truth. Immigration makes a lot of mistakes. They make a lot of changes. They receive thousands of cases probably every day. So they're inclined to make mistakes because there's a lot of people that are involved. So there are a lot of ways that immigration can mess up your case, even if you file it properly and correctly. So in today's video, I'm just going to share 5 of the mistakes that I've seen with immigration. One of the biggest mistakes that I see with immigration is that sometimes they'll spell the individual's names incorrectly. And this is not true throughout the board. So sometimes if you file a I-130 immigrant petition, it'll list the beneficiary's name correctly. But then when you look at the other receipts, like the I-45 application receipt or the work card or the travel permission receipt, you'll notice that the beneficiary's name is incorrect or their address is incorrect. With our office, we always type out all the information, so there's no room for error. However, when we receive back the receipts from immigration, obviously someone there made a mistake and would write down or type out the individual's name incorrectly. So hopefully on the screen, I'm going to post some examples of mistakes from immigration, and you can see that immigration makes mistakes all the time, especially with the names. The next mistake that I see immigration officers making is updating the USCIS portal with incorrect information. A good example just happened yesterday. Yesterday afternoon or the day before, I received a notice that the request for evidence asking for a medical exam was canceled or revoked or rescinded. And I was thinking, should I notify the client this because it may upset them? Or should I just let it be because we just sent in the response a few days ago? In my mind, I knew that immigration just messed up with the online portal, so I didn't notify the client. And then last night, around midnight, I notified the client that the case was approved. So it just shows you that sometimes immigration will mess up the online portal, and sometimes it would impact your case and sometimes it would not. The third problem with immigration is that sometimes they'll send notices very late. So for example, one of our clients was scheduled for his oath ceremony recently, and the oath ceremony is sent with first-class mail, meaning that it takes USPS approximately 7 to 10 business days to deliver it. On top of this, we just had a holiday recently on a Monday. It was President's Day, so the USPS was closed. So long story short, the notice was sent out, not taking into account how long it would take to reach the client, and the client received his notice 1 day before his scheduled oath ceremony. So the good thing with our office is that we always scan and email the notices to our clients. We also notify them by text and email just to let them know that certain dates or certain appointments are coming up. But just think about this. What if the client was busy because of work? What if they're busy because they're out of town and the government doesn't give you a lot of notice? This is an issue that we have explained to the American Immigration Lawyers Association's liaison with USCIS, and USCIS just responds back that this is their scheduling system and they can't change it. So if you're filing cases by yourself, be very wary that you're going to receive last-minute requests for certain documents or appointments, and there's really nothing you can do about it. So the fourth major problem with immigration is not sending out required notices. So sometimes the immigration portal will indicate that a notice was sent out to the client. However, when you're represented by a client, both you and your attorney are notified about these notices. However, sometimes we don't receive the notices at all, and the client doesn't receive the notices at all. The last problem that we've seen with immigration lately is that they're sending out requests for evidence or they're scheduling appointments that don't make any sense. They're not related to the case at all. Let me give you a good example. A couple of weeks ago, I made a video about recent changes to immigration laws, and I spoke about how now if you have removal proceedings and you're out of removal proceedings, you're able to make an appointment at your local field office to get a green card. So we went with a client to an InfoPass appointment a few weeks ago, and they agreed to investigate the case and to schedule an interview. That way the client can get a green card. Unfortunately, we just received the interview notice today, and although the client has always lived in Houston, although the forms indicate that they want an interview in Houston, Texas, the interview was scheduled for the field office in Tucson, Arizona. So you can see that the immigration is making mistakes all the time. And the main reason why I want to cover these issues in this video is I want to tell everyone listening is that even if you do everything that you're supposed to do, even if you have an attorney, the government can make mistakes on your application and the way they process your case. This is just reality. And hopefully you hired the right immigration attorney that knows what to do, because anytime that they make a mistake, your immigration attorney should take action and fix it. So these are just some examples of the recent mistakes that I've seen at immigration. So just remember, immigration is not perfect, and you should expect your case to always go smoothly, even if you read up on the laws, even if you do the right things, even if you have the best immigration attorney. They may find a way to mess up your case, and then you have to fix it. Again, thank you for watching Winning Law. I'm attorney David Nguyen, and we hope that we have made immigration easier to understand.
At David Nguyen's Law Office, we are here to help you. We bring families together through immigration. And on the other hand, we help you find solutions. All your legal needs in the hands of people who care, who are there for you. We'll take care of your loved ones at the law office of David.